Okay.
Hello, everybody. I'm here with one other person. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So this is my Fairey Rotodyne. It's an interesting helicopter. I enjoy it, but it's weird to fly, and this is going to be made on how to fly it. So let's go over the buttons. As boring as that is. So 1 and 3 are yaw control. This allows you to turn directly to the left or to the right. And while you're steering on the ground, this will only have the effect of braking one side. So you can see it'll do that. Or yeah. But when you're hovering, it will like use what's it called? I'm really bad at this. It is using uh different or variable thrust or whatever it's called. But it changes the thrust on each motor so it has a yaw motion. So then you can steer it while hovering. Let me land this again. So that's 1 and 3. Oof, this is weird to control. And if you hold them together, it'll also break the plane. So if you catch yourself sliding, that'll stop it. 4 is collective up. So collective is the pitch on the propeller here. So if you look closely, I'm holding 5 right now, so that'll decrease the pitch. What the? What is? Can you stop pressing buttons?
Oh, well, I thought you, I thought you wanted to press support.
Don't. This is why I didn't want you in the seat. Because you made it slightly more interesting. So, if you press 4, not you, you can change it. So, when you're in hovering mode, this essentially is just up and down. And, oh, I forgot to mention, but 2 is landing gear. See? Nice, huh? Okay. Oh, yeah, don't put it on the ground without its landing gear. That's the sort of lag it causes. It's dancing, I know, right? Okay. That's enough of that for now. So 6 is to turn on the jets on the tips of the blades. That'll allow you to hover, and you don't actually need it for forward flight. Now, so if you turn on 10, it'll turn on these rotors. If you see the dial in the center, the one I'm staring like right at, that says 0.4, this is in a neutral position. So it should actually be slightly downwards. Can you stop pressing W? And then, so it'll be in a slightly downwards position. Or if you press 7 once, which increases it, it'll be in like a slightly nose up hover. And yeah, this doesn't, it's really just your choice. It's for aesthetics or whatever. So, yeah, you can hover with it on, and that allows you to have yaw control. 10 disengages or engages the propellers. This is important. You don't need them on. Well, actually, you do. I take that back. They're important. So, then, the hard part, and the most important part, is transferring into forward flight. So, what you do is press 7. So that'll put, like, 7 3 times about, and then hold 5 instantly. So, if you see that pipe there...
Did you see the news?
What? Why are you talking about the weather? So, sorry. So what you'll do is 7 and 8. So 7 will increase the engine's throttle, and then 8 will decrease it. So, right now, I'm just gonna turn this back down. So for transferring in between forward and hovering flight is sort of difficult because if you think about it, if you look at it from the top, when moving forward, in this case, the left side of the blade, or the blades on the left at the moment will be moving faster than the ones on the right, which will cause it to lean to one side, and pretty violently too. Like, I'm giving it full left roll. What are you doing? I can see you moving your seat. What did I say about not touching anything? That's how you crash helicopters, boy. I don't think I muted you, did I? Okay. So, once you get up to altitude, which we'll do real quickly. News channel, there are dwarves raining from the sky. Okay, well, let's avoid that. Let's not have a dwarf strike in our propellers. Okay, so once we get up to altitude, I'd like to do about like 2 clicks forward. And so when you press 7, it changes the propeller's pitch by 10 degrees each time. So that'll put us 2 forward. And then you want to decrease the pitch until it's almost neutral. Then click it until it's at 65, right? Then what you want to do is turn off the thruster, so press 6, and then press 5 until the collective is just slightly pointing the blades down, actually, and not up. So now it's in forward flight mode, and this is nice. See, you can, and it flies like a plane. You're dealing with a couple weird effects. If it starts to, but make sure it's not too much negative pitch. Otherwise, you get some weird issues. Or not weird issues, but it'll tend to roll to one side or the other. And it's just a pain. So, yeah. Just try and generally avoid it. See? It's nice, though. It does forward flight realistically. It flies realistically. And let's not crash it into that tree realistically. Or actually, that wouldn't be very realistic. It'd just bounce off the tree and be, hey, we're fine. Okay, then, to transfer back into helicopter mode, let's go over here. You want to start decreasing your throttle, increase your pitch, and then turn back on the jet tips. So I did about 2 ticks down of the propellers. I'm going to do 2 more. And see, the propeller, or the main rotor, is in a neutral position right now. So we'll just actually, sort of slowly fall, because we still have a bit of wings, and I don't really know. Scrap mechanics not always the most realistic. But yeah, it's taking a second to fall, and now let's get into, neutral. Neutral for the propellers. Then, pull up that collective, and bam. And then if you press 3, it'll break it. And that's all. That's how you fly this. If you have any questions, leave that in the description. Ignore what he's saying. Yeah. Hope you enjoy it. See ya. Bye.